Hey y'all, cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. Banana bread is what I'm gonna make today. And I'm gonna use one of my second mother's recipes. Kay Swafford gave my mama this recipe years ago and loved it. And I love it, and that's what I'm making today. So Kay, I love you. Kay was one of my Sunday school teachers, and she didn't really know that she was a mentor of some sort. I've got about a cup of pecans. And I'm just going to break them up with the rolling pin. Ain't that right, Cup? That's how we roll. Cook. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, to my mixing bowl, I'm going to add 1 stick of butter that has been sitting out to soften. No, ma'am. You can't have that rolling pin. I know, I say no ma'am a lot, don't I? Okay, to that, I'm going to add 3 dead ripe bananas. And I will give the Cookie Monster a little bite. Cook. Where you at? Cookie. Where are you? Sit down. Sit. Good girl. Wait. Good girl. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Give my hands a wipe. Lord, if Mimi sees that, she ain't gonna eat this banana bread. I'm just telling you, like a friend. Maybe she won't see it. My mama is a very good cook, but she is very, very clean. No animals in the house clean. Which, hey, to each his own. You bring so much joy. We have to keep you inside, don't we, girl? Yeah, when you're not outside on the farm with Daddy. All right, look, I'll save this for you. I know your eyes are looking all sweet and everything. I'm going to use today some dried cherries. I'll save that for her too. Dried cherries, some chocolate chips, and bananas. Okay, let me grab the cherries. Let me put those right here with the pecans so I don't forget it. Okay, to this I'm going to add 1 cup of sugar, and I'm using the stevia. Got it at the Walmart. You can't have that, sweet pea. Get down, 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 down. 1 cup. So 1 cup of sugar, or whatever you use for sugar. I'm gonna take some of this to my mom and daddy. Yeah, we're gonna take some to Mimi and Papa. We ought to show up over there with you one day. Mimi had a heart attack, just sure as the world. I'm gonna give this a mix while I grab 2 eggs. Yes, ma'am. Mimi would have a fit. 2 eggs. I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla. I have vanilla bean paste. I ordered it on Amazon. I love it for baking. To me, it has a more concentrated flavor of vanilla than vanilla extract, but that's totally up to you. It calls for vanilla extract, you can use that. I'm gonna grab a spoon, because we need some baking soda in this baby. How much we gonna use, Cookie? We're gonna use 1 teaspoon and a ½ teaspoon of salt. And I'm gonna eyeball that because I've made this recipe every which way but loose, okay? All right, to that, I'm gonna get some flour going too. 2 cups of self-rising flour. And I actually don't have self-rising flour, so I'm gonna need some baking powder. Let me get that. We're gonna need some baking powder, girl. I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of baking powder. And then 2 cups of regular all-purpose flour. If you have self-rising, use that and skip the baking powder. The reason I love this recipe so much, not just because of Kay, but it's kind of one of those you can dump together and you're not going to mess it up kind of thing. It's not real, you know, with bacon, usually it's measuring exactly for the recipe to turn out right. And I have found over the years that I can kind of dump in this and go with it, and it turns out good every time. All right, let me cover that up so I don't throw nothing in it. And cover that up so nothing goes inside of it. Okay, I'm gonna give that a spin. Let that get incorporated. Make sure to double check my ingredients that I got everything in there. That's always key, because I've made stuff before and forgot something. When we first got married, however, hang on, I'll tell you. When I first married the imaginary farmer, we lived in a little farmhouse on the farm, and my mother-in-law was the United Methodist Women's Western North Carolina Conference president. So, and she worked too, and was a farmer's wife. You know what? I'm just going to do all that. She, about a cup of pecans. She traveled a lot on the weekends, serving God by doing the United Methodist Women's stuff. So it happened to be Papa Marvin's birthday. And so I thought, you know what, I'm a new daughter-in-law and I want to really impress him. So I thought I'd make him a cake. It took 3 cakes because I did not know the difference between self-rising flour and all-purpose flour. And it ran over 3 times. I thought the fire department was going to have to be called. I had to raise all the windows in there, and it was not a self-cleaning oven. Won't forget that anytime soon, okay? I'm going to add some chocolate chips and some cherries, some dried cherries. This is going to be good, Cookie. Papa is going to love this. Papa Mike is going to love it. I think Mimi will too. As long as she don't see you in and about in here. Okay. Let me look at that. I'm going to put a few more chocolate chips. And a few more cherries. And that banana will help it stay moist. And of course the butter too. But this recipe honestly is better with real butter, in my opinion, not margarine. So I get a lot of questions about that, like substitutions. And if you're dead set on margarine, then have at it. But it's just not that's just not my cup of tea. I have maybe one recipe that I use margarine in. Okay, this is looking great. I'm excited. All right, let me get my stir thing clean. Okay, I have small bread pans. You know what? I'm gonna lick that at some point. I'm gonna lay it right there. Okay, I have small bread pans that are disposable, biodegradable. I don't know. I got them on Amazon, and they're environmentally friendly and all that good stuff. To me, they're the perfect size of loaf to take to someone. So I'm gonna grab a spoon. Let's get us a spoon, Cookie. Let's get us a spoon. Okay. And I'm gonna spoon this in. And I'm gonna fill this about half full. I might not be able to use that many. I'm gonna have to wait and see. Because this is gonna rise and puff up over the edge of this little pan. And I do not want to have to clean my ovens because I was careless and in a hurry, which I am a lot, I'm squirrely. I don't want it to run over in the oven. You live and learn, you crash and burn, all that. Tables turn. My son says that. Listen, you never know what I might come out with. Bless my heart. Bless it, bless it, bless it. Okay. Might get one more out of this, Cook. We'll take Mimi a loaf and Papa we'll take Vicky Brady a loaf. She can eat on it for breakfast this week while she goes to work. Of course, if you have a nut allergy, don't put the pecans in. And we'll keep one and see if the imaginary farmer likes it. Of course, I'm gonna have to have a little sliver. Satisfy my sweet tooth. Okay. One last little bit. And this is going into a 325 degree oven. And it's, when you do 2 loaves, it bakes for, I think, 40 minutes. So I'm just gonna have to watch this. Since it's in these small loaves, I'm gonna set my timer for 25 minutes and check it. Banana bread with dried cherries and pecans going into the oven. We'll see y'all. Thanks for watching the page. Share, like, and comment. We'll see y'all. Come on, cook. Cooking and cooking. Cooking with the Cookie Monster.